I spent 7 days playing FC26 with my goal being to make it from Division 10 all the way into Division 1 using first owner players only. Because we're doing a first owner account, I'm going with La Liga. It's gonna be so fun. Like, I just have to make do with what I get, and that isn't good. The rules were simple. Other than not being allowed to spend real money, I also couldn't purchase players off of the market for my starting 11. After doing the tutorial, I earned a starter player and also a couple of stars, allowing me to get my first pack. Here we go. This is tradable. It's our first pack. We get the animation. We at least get the animation. Oh, Ayuso Perez, please. Ayuso Perez. Ah, 77 pace. I've actually got to keep these guys. He can get sold. After doing some objectives around the menus, I found that I couldn't really get packs to improve my team anyway. I therefore knew that with my starter team, it was time for me to make my push to Division 1, where things started off perfectly. Let's go, yeah, let's go! Nice goal, come on! Nice Endo. Wow, good pick for Endo. Far post! Let's go, up by 2! The momentum shifted fast. Oh my god, he's done me! I've conceded a goal! This was only Division 10. Oh my god! It's 2-2. Oh my god, he scored again. At this point, I was fighting for my dignity. In only Division 10, I was having to make a comeback to win. I equalized in the 71st minute, and 91 minutes in, it looked like I was set to draw my first game. Play lock! Near post! Come on! Let's go! Let's go! Yes! Let's go! Yes! We won our first game, but you know it's bad when you celebrate like you won the World Cup for winning a game at the lowest possible skill level. Part of me tells me I gotta get some upgrades for this team now. Yes, there was no way I was making Division 1 with my current team. I claimed all objective rewards available, where the second player pick that I opened was key. He's got incisive, he's got finesse, he's got technical. We have ourselves a cam. I entered into the SPC section where all challenges were locked, as I needed to complete the intro group first. While completing this group, I got an insane pull from a silver pack. Oh, team of the week! We got a team of the week! Oh, 83 rated as well. That's so rare. Now have a look at this. So many good SPCs that I do want to complete. Park is not bad. Even Di Maria would be insane. I'd love to have Di Maria on this account. But I need to be able to build 83, 84 and 85 rated squads. Right now, we don't have any of that. SPCs were one of the best ways for us to get team upgrades. Not being allowed to handpick the perfect players off of the market. If there was a player available that fit our team demands, we could work towards a guaranteed upgrade. We were allowed to spend coins to buy the players necessary to complete SPC squads, as the player awarded for completing the SPC would still be first owner. Oh! 86 subs for group reward. The World Tour Silver Superstars League event. Packs were the best way for us to get team upgrades. I was excited as this tournament offered so many insane rewards that could transform our team, allowing it to be strong enough to push further in division rivals. Our limited club was a problem once again. World Tour Silver Superstar players. No way! That finished me. Win while having Brazilian defenders. That's easier. These are the Silver Superstar items. To get them, you are required to complete long-term objectives using specific player items in your team, which we couldn't do. Like for now, if we could get all of these packs, this would be ridiculous. This would be insane for our progression right now. But even later on, even if we have a decent team, these rewards are still so good to the point where they would even transform a really good team. I started adding the best players that we now had in all positions of the team, but while checking the objectives again, I found the next best thing. The gauntlet! But the gauntlet expires in 4 hours. The gauntlet is really good. There's just one really big problem. If I look at my club, more than this squad, already there's silvers and bronzes, or a silver and a bronze in this squad. More than this squad, I don't have many decent players to use. This mattered. The gauntlet is a 3-round tournament where you have to use a completely unique team for each round. We just started the game. Even then, with tons of entries, and due to the fact that for just playing games, you could get insane packs from the objective, I started playing here anyway. My first opponent's team was cracked, with players like Rafinha, a special De Bruyne, and a hero Doumbia. I did not expect to win. He's through. I'm moving near post. He goes far post. My opponent scored again, but believe it or not, I genuinely believed I could win this game. Yes, we're through. Near post. Yes, come on, Godfrey. Look, we scored once. We can score more. Yes. Gula, you have incisive. Oh, he has the ball near post. Come on, 2-2! Incisive pass. Playstyles in general are so important in FC, but with the way the gameplay works this year, incisive pass is the most important. I was far out-teamed in this game, but I believed I could take down this Titan, as I knew how the game works. I also had the pieces to make it work. With our team of the week having 85 pace and Gula having incisive pass, I could send her on runs and oftentimes find her with Gula, allowing me to then be in space. From there, with a little bit of magic, I could do the unthinkable in games. He has a ball, good skill. He has a a ball. Let's go. Come on. I ended up scoring 2 more goals and winning this game. EA servers being poor prevented my game from loading, meaning that I had to restart it, preventing me from getting the win. I could no longer use any of my best players for this round, but thought of something game-changing. Like, if I can't win the games, as long as I play the games, it's fine. Let's get some more players. To get more players, I completed the daily bronze and silver upgrades the 3 times I was limited to per day. This allowed me to convert 3 of each of these cards into 36 of them. Now no, I wasn't going to use these silver cards in game. There was a daily gold upgrade as well, where using a combination of bronzes and silvers, I could get a pack containing 11 golds, with one of them being rare. Something that was helpful was that this account's luck seemed juiced. Oh, another team of the week! Oh, French! Hey, that's good. That's good. Our team is getting built, I can't lie. After collecting more golds, I now had 3 full gold teams. Yes, these were still way behind the power curve this late, but they gave me more of a chance within games, and understanding how to play, I could actually progress the wins objective. Look here, if I can get 1 perfect round, that's an 83 times 10. Although, if you look at this, scoring at least 9 separate for an 83 times 10. So, no matter what, I can get an 83 times 10. I continued opening the smaller objective packs I was getting along the way to improve my teams, and ended up winning the remainder of my first gauntlet run. That should have been a perfect round. Nonetheless, in my second run, I maintained my flawless streak 2 games in. We're in the finals right now. We have a chance of doing a flawless run. Instead of just 1, winning my next gauntlet game would give me 2 83 times 10 packs. This was insane. My best team barely had any 83 rated in it, and the upgrade that these packs would allow me to make would undoubtedly be enough for me to progress further in division rivals. I just had to win my most important game thus far. Here we go, final game. Oh, his team also, I think I have, oh no. Okay, he's got a better attack. Come on though, we have a good team too. Like, we actually match up against him. A through pass to my pacey winger put me through in space. This is easy, this is sweat. Come on, yes, come on, 1-0. Ah, Rivaldo, moving the keeper, good save. Clear it out. Their defensive line was deep, and so magic was required. Oyarzabal, yes! Let's go! Oyarzabal! Another through pass set us up for success. Oh, here we go. I don't know why I passed it down. Finesse him! Yes, what a finish! I dominated within the finals of my gauntlet run, and winning it guaranteed that I could get all rewards. Could being the operating word. You see, while the tough part was done, I still had to play tons of games within a limited amount of time due to the fact that the gauntlet objective was expiring soon. I grinded my socks off for hours until I had found out my final result. I can't believe we got Giuliani Simeone. I claimed all rewards available before starting to open my packs, as always from worst to best. Even early on in the smaller packs, I was getting decent items. But don't be, oh, it's a right back, right? No, we can use that. Team upgrades continued to roll in within my next few, and I was now down to my best packs. 85 to 87s, come on. First time seeing the walkout animation. Claudia Pina, D. Oh, Ruben Diaz. Here we go. 85 to 87 again. This time, okay, right, Brazil though. Oh, Rodrigo. That's really nice. Genuinely, I'm happy with this card. Simeone on one side, Rodrigo on the other wing. These packs were living up to the hype. I was crafting my new team in my mind while opening them and still had the best packs left. This is where everything can change. I can't believe we have these packs day 1. We have the walkout animation. Lamine Yamal! I just said this is where everything can change. Oh, City! Manchester City second walkout. Wait, that could be big for Fada. Wait, who is this? If he's the first, Haaland. Another 89 back to back. Okay. Doesn't matter. I'm so happy with that. Final pack. Oh, promo code walkout. Mail. De Jong. Yes, De Jong intangible. How? Tottenham's promo card. Stats look good. Okay. Another centre back though from the Prem. There was another walkout behind. I added our best balls thus far into our team, and after starting with this team at the beginning of the day, our team now looked like this. I started an Evo for our right back, and it was time for me to take our team for a spin in division rivals. Let's see, can we win games in Division 10? Actually not got a bad team, but my team's way better. Lamine Yamal. Oh yes, now we have a club legend. It wasn't long before he had more impact. He has more than 85 pace. Simeone finesse, it's in the back of his net. I went on to destroy this opponent, and doing the same in my next netted me my first promotion. Games remained easy in Division 9, allowing me to progress Molino's Evo, and I ended this day a win streak victory away from promotion to Division 8. At the start of day 2, I finally got my welcome pack, where I made an interesting choice in the icon pick. I'm actually gonna take Cafu. The final pick I was given was a winger to put into an Evo provided as well. I chose Adeyemi and really wanted to have an Evo star in our team, but couldn't yet for the same reason I chose Cafu. I needed to get the World Tour Silver Superstars and play in the Silver Tournament due to the fact that I had to have my best possible team for the Champions Finals later on in the week. I set my team up with 5 Brazilians and one of those being a defender so that I could work towards Jorginho and Carlos Alberto while also having Kehrer at centre back to help me progress towards Beckenbauer. This did mean that my team was not as good as it could be, but it didn't matter too much at this level. I had the speed that I needed on the wings and the playstyles that I needed down the middle. I mentioned that playstyles are of utmost importance, but it wasn't just incisive, which Frenkie de Jong had. For playmakers, good passing playstyles like incisive and tiki-taka are crucial to compete in Division 1, hence why de Jong is still seen there. And for attackers, good finishing playstyles such as the low-driven and finesse playstyles were important, with Rodrigo, Simeone and Lamine Yamal all having the finesse playstyle. You do want your striker to have incisive too, but hopefully we won't have to get into that, and for now, having some playstyles in some areas of the pitch was enough for me to smoke kids in the lower divisions, and honestly quite easily make it into Division 6, picking up bounties and match earnings along the way. With this objective team, games did start to become tough as I got closer to Division 5, but as tough as it was, understanding that making it to Division 5 would improve my rival rewards for the next day, I just grinded out the wins until eventually I had the opportunity to play for promotion. Rodrigo far post! Oh, saved by Dudek. Finding space at this level was tougher. Our club legend was perfectly suited to do so. Lamine, go for the finesse. Lamine, let's go Lamine. It's Lamine again. Lamine's through again. Finesse Lamine. It's off the post. A good run down the wing allowed me to find an unmarked teammate inside the box. Good pass, far post. Let's go, up by 2. I found myself relying a lot more heavily on the star players within our team as cracks were being exposed in it at this level. Focusing on the strengths, I managed to close out the win. That's a big win. Day 2 and I'm halfway through the challenge already. I claimed and opened all objective rewards, still hunting a player fit for the Evo I was granted. I could not use Adeyemi as he had too many positions and so was still on the hunt by the end of this day. And to pack a player that I can use in an Evo. I really want to be working on an Evo. I packed a tradable walkout within my first few picks and was down to the best one. I'm going one by... Oh, come on! Something big! No way! There's no way we got that big of a fillet. Second one. Oh, come on! That's a lot better! That's a lot better! What a player pick! Final one. Okay, it's smaller. Gayoro, actually solid. Let's take Di Lorenzo. I couldn't sell Çalhanoğlu as I still did not have market access. I needed to complete those objectives. I thought I got shafted by my first pack until... Oh, Rashford! That's insane for Evos! My next pack did shaft me, after which I would start our Evo Stars Evo chain. I found that Di Lorenzo could go to the centre back position with the pace of a right back, but it made sense that he had no roles for it. Speaking of Evos, however, he now has Defender++. Oh my god! This is insane. Using an Evo reward item, Di Lorenzo now had the best possible defender role in the game. On this day, I played in the squad battles mode. There were tons of objectives I wanted to complete, but my focus at first was getting the World Tour Superstar icons in my club. During my squad battle games, I was progressing Evos as well, and as I played, I kept updating my team so that by the time all games were done, I had as many objective rewards as possible. We gotta get this icon SPC done. We've also gotta make our team a little bit stronger for the Champions Finals. But something insane's happened. We were planning on using Rashford in this Evo, but this Evo's been released, and because of it, Rashford's price has skyrocketed. He's the best possible player for this Evo. It's like it was made for him. If we put him in it, we'll get both the finesse as well as the low-driven plus playstyles. So now that I know who our Evo star's gonna be, we gotta upgrade the other positions in our team so that we can prepare for the Champions Finals. And the only other mode good enough to give us the rewards that will allow us to do that is the World Tour Silver Superstars League. I'm gonna have to win at least 20 games, and you only get 30 in total. I crafted as many silver upgrades as possible to allow me to build my best silver team before entering into my first game. Where not matched by division, I was unfortunate to find a tough player, and so every goal meant so much more. Nice, Fran Perez, let's go! Oh, what a goal, Tramoni! My opponent scored one shortly after, but I doubled my goal tally before the end of the game. Okay, perfect start. 19 more of those to go. I lost just my second game. This was bad, as you needed to win 2 games for every one you lost in order to complete all objectives and get the 86x4 group reward. It was that 86x4 that would allow me to massively improve my team and do the icon pack. I picked things up form-wise, and by the time I had 10 wins, I only had 3 losses. From this point while playing, I knew that I was on par to complete the objective group. This tournament was was so draining due to the scoring 25 separate games objective. This meant that regardless of whether or not my opponents were losing, they always stayed to try to get one goal, making rage quits in this mode seem like a myth, but eventually I had the chance to achieve the dream scenario. In. Jorginho. Ooh. Yes, pass! Goal! Come on! Matched based on my record, my opponent was skilled. I needed to extend my lead for comfort. Nice goal, Tramoni. In the second half, I extended my lead to 3. I could take my foot off the gas. Or could I? My opponent scored a first and then a second. It was clear that the momentum had now shifted. No way! I now needed to play against the momentum my opponent had. Beckenbauer breaking my opponent's position allowed me to do so. Jay-Z! Nice, Jorginho! I can't believe we did this. I can't believe we got the 20 wins. To get all packs, I had to score in 3 more separate games. All objectives done. I knew the packs were good, but seeing them being claimed felt different. I also had other objective packs to add to my opening. I want to get CDR players to help Di Lorenzo's chemistry, and then just insane players for right back, for cam, centre mid. I also needed fodder for the icon pack. My first few picks were average, but my final guaranteed promo cards. Primetime Militao, Scream Dembele. Is that a primetime card? It is, it's a bad one. Final one, Big Flair. Another bad one, McGregor. I was now into the packs. When I hit big early on, I knew I was in for an insane session. This is good for SPCs, but in general, I could use this card. This account's pack luck was just different. Hey, yo, am I doing the icon pack tonight? Walkouts continued to fly out from these packs, and at this point, the only thing that could top it would be getting a double walkout, which happened, with the second walkout being a team of the week from PSG. I know he's only 20,000 coins. He's very usable though. Oh, the team's changing. Icon pack fodder continued to roll in until I was down to my final 2 best packs. 85 times 4. Another walkout. Endler, 88. Wait, if this is 2 walkouts, it's 88 or higher. It's not though. Oh, Griezmann. Wait, please have incisive. He's got incisive and finesse and technical. 4 guaranteed walkouts. Give me a special card. Garnacho. Okay, it's not a special card. Our lowest card is 88. Oh, our first card is 8. Bayern. Okay, Harry Kane. I don't mind. Kane, Kimmich. It's another Kimmich. Perfectly fine. We can use him for a second squad. Another 88. Insane. I added our new best players into each position in the team, and already it was looking good. Our plan worked perfectly, as with the amount of fodder we now had, we could easily complete the icon pack with some to spare. Hitting a tradable walkout from the pack's back meant that I had more coins waiting for me once I unlocked the market, but it was time for me to open my first icon pack of this year's game. Kaka! Oh, come on. It's a female CDM. French though. Is it a female? Wait, is it a female? Makalele! What a pull! Let's go! He can go centre mid. This team is insane. At the start of day 5, I wanted to use the leftover fodder I had to do a player SPC that would upgrade the team. I wasn't sure on which one to do. I knew that I needed more chem on Di Lorenzo and also upgrades in the other 3 positions in the defense desperately. I wouldn't mind an icon goalie either, but with squad battle rewards available, I decided that I would open those to give me some sense of direction. Yes, walkout tradable! Small. Messi. It was just 1 walkout, but my transfer list was looking ridiculous. 84 times 5, let's get it! Yes, okay, walkout. Come on, insane. Oh, centre mid! Bonmati! Is that Bonmati? I think it is! Yo, this is insane! This account's pack luck. And then Theo Hernandez. The 4-5-1 formation is the most meta formation within the game. Fitting my best players required me to use it, which was perfect for our chances at making Division 1. I gave Makalele all roles at centre mid as he needed it for his new job, and with Theo upgrading the defense, the team was almost ready for the Champions Finals. I just needed to complete a player SPC. The thing is, I couldn't use the market and didn't have enough fodder on hand to do any. It says here, venturing out, diving in, or on your way. This is on your way. You gotta do diving in to get that. This is diving in. You gotta do venturing out. This is venturing out. You gotta do new beginnings. And new beginnings is the football 101 within Foundation Moments. I completed the Moments group fairly easily. Venturing out, diving in, or on your way. I had to play 3 games of Rush to unlock an Evo and then still complete the Evo to unlock access to the market. I did however find the SPC I wanted to complete. Let's have a look. Cordoba, Abedi Pele and Hamshik. If I was starting a new account, I would choose Hamshik. But in my situation where my midfield is insane, but I need a centre back and potentially a left mid as well, you know, I start to look at Abedi Pele. Playing Rush wasn't actually too bad. I could complete Rashford's current Evo during the games. Once it was done, the next Evo I started was the Intro to Rewards Evo on a player I wasn't really going to use, but I did it purely just to get market access. The Champions Finals. We can enter Redeem Finals entry. My goal was gonna be 10 wins only, but my pack so far have been so good, my goal's gotta be 12 wins. These are the rewards. 12 wins rewards. We can make so many coins. Promo guarantees even more coins. This is insane. My first game started in the best way possible. Rashford! Good goal, Rashford! It continued that way. We won with 4 goals scored, and Gaia was halfway done with the Evo. My second game reinforced the fact that I was using a half-baked team. Oh, please don't tell me Openda's onside. He is onside, he scored. Far post. Nice, Rashford. My 81 rated Rashford was struggling to score, and my below par back line couldn't keep up. That's gonna be a goal. I knew it, bro. Bonmati equalized before my opponent scored again. I knew that going in with what was not my strongest possible team wasn't the smartest decision, but early into the Champions Finals, I expected to have an easier time. You see, the matchmaking in this mode is based on your record, and even with the +1 at the time, my second game should have been way easier. Oh, Rudiger's just not gonna keep up. Ah, he goes near post. That's gonna be the game. Theo is so insane at left back. Yeah, he's just burning Rudiger. There's nothing I can do there. He's got the griddy as well. Chad, how do you unlock the griddy? To get the celebration in FC 26, you needed to complete an objective in FC 25 when the game is dead and nobody but the rats play. This was a bad sign of things to come when it came to my expectations for the Champions Finals and also my hopes of making it to Division 1. But at least Gaia's Evo was now complete. 35,000 coins, let's get it! He's gonna become insane. To unlock the market, I had to score 1 more goal, which I did in my 3rd game of the Champions Finals, also allowing me to progress Rashford's Evo. I should now be able to finalize the team for the Champions Finals. I can just about afford one of the squads. I like Cordoba's speed a lot. I've got midfielders and I've got Giuliani Simeone. I need a centre back. It's Cordoba or Chat Campbell is the other option, and I feel like I want Cordoba for Di Lorenzo's chemistry. We're locking in. We just have to be happy with our decision. Bird buy limit reached. I've reached my limit. Come back in a day. Well, I haven't bought a single player. And so the team was already finalized for the Champions Finals. I could at least finally sell the players on our transfer list before continuing to make my recovery in the Champions Finals. Our team flowed well in the first game back, and after winning it, our Evo star was showing early signs of promise. Nice Rashford, bro. Nice Rashi boy. With this team, we had something really good going on. Finesse. Nice Aitana. After closing out this win, Rashford earned more stats and things were looking like they were on the up for us. That was at least until I faced another higher level opponent in my 7th game. Bonmati, far post. Nice Bonmati. No way, he just runs to the byline. Lamine. Bonmati. Yes, Bonmati. Oh my god. For every goal I scored, my defense couldn't prevent my opponent from getting one back. It was fitting that this game would be decided in the closest manner possible. Goes down the center. Okay, the power glitch doesn't fail me. And I get a goal. I had a feeling he'd save that because I've been like kind of copying him. After missing that penalty, I just couldn't recover. Once again, I faced a high level player in my following game and once again I would lose. This was a terrible sign for my chances at making it to Division 1 with the current team. To make things worse, I matched my toughest opponent yet while on this 2-loss streak. So easy from the cutback. Let's keep it simple. I've read that as well. Frustrated to my limits with the matchmaking, I wasn't really speaking in this game. Even with a bad record, it was like I was playing high-level division rivals with this matchmaking. Nice Lamine. Nice Rashford. But against my best opponent, I was winning. Nice Simeone. This matchmaking, man. We beat our best player in that game. What this Champions Finals campaign showed me was that while we didn't have the best player in every single position, over the past week, we had still put together a good team overall with the pieces necessary to take even some of the best players down. I won game after game from this point, only picking up my next loss in extra time 5 games later, and while I couldn't achieve my goal of 12 wins, winning my last game would net me 11 win rewards. Hincapi, he's using Yashin in net, Tevez and Sissi. The pace in my defense was abused early. No way, we're down. But she'd been giving her all in these games. Bonmati, nice goal Bonmati. My opponent kept testing my defense. I knew that if I was going to win this game, it would be off the back of my attack. Lamine, this has to be it. Let's go Lamine. My opponent equalized after and I needed to score again. The problem, however, was that an issue with the player I never expected to have one came up, preventing us from being able to score, and not scoring was harming our chances at victory. I moved him as well, bro. Yeah, for corner. Makalele, having poor passing and shooting stats, meant that going forward, he was a liability. He was insane in defense, but this year, your midfielders need to be able to do everything at the highest level. But Rashford was not having it. Our Evo star scored our third goal and pushed to score the fourth and equalize the game. Makalele just needed to do his part. Again, Makalele with a bad pass. Makalele's absolutely just thrown me off that game. We got the 10 win rewards and from them made more coins and collected more fodder. We had some decisions to make before our push to Division 1 could commence. It's the final day. Let's get that Cordoba in and then see what we can do from there. Yes, working on unlocking the most overpowered player in the game on our cheap Blushh account. I ended up not playing on this account at all for a day. Using fodder that I had on the final day, I completed a further 2 squads for the match day pick before seeing that I had to purchase quite a bit of fodder to do the last. I had bigger plans than just this pick. There's SPCs that can give me good fodder, that require mid-range fodder as well as team of the weeks. Completing 3 85 to 87 upgrades was the best value option with my resources, allowing me to get the final squad off only having to purchase 1 player. Honestly, this was a really tough decision for us to make, but with our team right now, the smartest decision is just going to be Cordoba. With Cordoba in the team, Di Lorenzo now had full chemistry. The base hero player pick was the only SPC left that I could afford to do, and while completing the squads and opening the tradable packs back, it seemed like there was still a good chance I could afford Theo's Evo as well. Here we go. First pick, Lizarazu. It's a big one. Marquisio. Is that small? That's not bad. Wait, I'm checking him. And so after starting with this team, it now looked like this. And the only thing left to do was start speedrunning my way to Division 1 before the end of the day. I conceded first within my first Division 5 game. How is he pausing after 1 goal? Yeah, opponents were already toxic in only Division 5. The nice thing about this match was that I knew I was way better than my opponent and could easily come back. I made sure to pause for them after I took the lead and they rage quitted after I scored 4. My second game, however, was actually a sign for concern. After scoring 1, my opponent scored 2 and I was struggling to equalize. This did not feel like an opponent I should be facing already. Something was off, but I needed to win and so just had to find a way. Nice, Simeone, bro, it's like the division doesn't matter. With the team we built, we had the pieces to do so. Bonmati! Let's go, Bonmati! Come on! No, he goes near post as well. Yep, that's gonna be a draw. That's the win streak gone. If I was struggling against only Division 5 players, I simply would not make it to Division 1. The thing is, I likely just faced a player in Division 1. In fact, I would end up not having a tougher game than this right through to Division 2. And there's a reason for this. You see, in recent times, players have been reporting cases of finding opponents way higher than their skill level, and also that in general, every game seems to be a sweatfest. This is a result of a dark period that EAFC is currently in. A rebrand away from the FIFA name and a lack of emphasis from EA on adding more fun features and aspects to the game has resulted in a massive fall off in terms of their casual player base. With a smaller player base and that player base mainly consisting of sweaty players due to a game promoting sweaty gameplay, it's no surprise that matching players accurate to your skill is less likely. Nonetheless, this was not going to stop me from achieving my goal. My next game was a blowout, and generally speaking, while early into my push I had tough games here and there, most of them were manageable. Once I had enough coins, I started Theo's Evo, and from this point it was just a massive grind on the final day. I made rivals progress, claimed more stats on Theo, made even more progress, claimed even more stats, right through until Theo's entire Evo was complete, giving him an additional point of chemistry. Now look, the team we built in 7 days was unrealistic, and it was for this reason as well that I made it fairly comfortably right through to Division 2 and then even halfway through it. It was at this point, however, when I noticed a problem with our Evo star. Okay, yeah, there I would have had a goal card inside. The difference between me scoring there and not was the playstyle. In fact, I wouldn't even concede to their frimpong had I not been defending on a counter attack. I ended up losing this game and worried that not having a full meta striker would prevent me from achieving the Division 1. The thing is though, our Evo star was insane. I loved Rashford so much, and in every other aspect you genuinely couldn't name many players better than him. It was off the back of his efforts that we made it this far. Both how important through passes to wingers are and the fact that Incisive is required to do it consistently, I knew that getting to Division 1 by the end of the day was unlikely. I lost this game, bounced back with the win in the next before drawing one and then winning another. A bounty granted at this point, requiring me to score 2 consecutive goals in my next match, if combined with a victory, would put me in touching distance of achieving my goal. But after reading my opponent in this game perfectly, it seemed like making Division 1 would not be that easy. Not like this, not like this! We didn't necessarily have the perfect pieces to play at this level. No way! Yes, man. Makalele is the one to do it. One more, one more. You do not understand the frustration I was playing under. No way. But regardless of the circumstances, come on, one more now. We just had to make it work. Neopost Simeone. Yes, come on. That's 2 in a row. Let's go. And now literally just 1 win away from Division 1. And so this was it. If I could win this next game, I'd have completed my challenge. Rashford first time. Let's go, Rashford. They couldn't score a goal, but somehow as soon as I did, oh my god, off the kickoff. The game proceeded, and as I played, I couldn't help but be made to feel more and more frustrated. My opponent scored to take the lead, and this time it was me who scored off of the kickoff. What happened on my attack in the 89th minute was enough to tip anyone over. The gameplay, I just can't choose where I'm going. No way! Not this gameplay, not like this! Not like that with the gameplay! No! No way! This was the thing, the difference in goals I scored earlier in the day versus late at night was now literally night and day. I'll be honest, FC 26 gameplay wise for me is actually fun, when the gameplay is half decent. The problem however is that EA servers are so poor and good gameplay seems to be nothing but a myth in this game. My frustration was due to not being allowed to play the game and make moves that I want to in order to get an edge over my opponent and beat them. It's frustrating when you lose to a player you know you are better than because something out of your control slows the game down to a manageable level for your opponent, causing the skill gap to be closed drastically. I came so far however and was so close now, I just had to keep grinding. The theme in Division 2 was that while I did start to draw games and even lose at times past the halfway point, generally I won more to the point where ultimately I moved forward progression wise. Time was running low in this challenge and so was my desire to keep forcing myself to play. However, it was players like our Evo star Rashford who gave their all that kept me going until I earned another promotion opportunity. This rivals push got messy and so did my final game. No, look, I've just made Division 1, but my OBS looks like it's gonna crash. No way, not like this. I tried my best to save that footage, however ultimately ended up losing it, but what it meant at 10:15 on the final night was that. And so in 7 days, starting from scratch with an absolutely awful team, only using first owner players, we transformed it into something absolutely insane and took it from Division 10 all the way into Division 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, you'll enjoy one of these ones, so go ahead and click on any of those videos to watch them.